Hey everybody, comic book club review. We are reviewing Flash 178.
No,
No,
137.
137.
137. Sorry. A good way to start it out. This week was Matt's pick. D isn't gonna make it, so we're just gonna hop right in. Um let Matt take the lead. Hold on, let me see if I can keep us kind of on panel and
Oh,
make
that's cool.
big. There you go.
Okay. This book, Flash 137, last week we did the first time that Jay Garrick met Barry Allen, and Flash 137 is the third time that they meet. They meet one more time solo in between, and this is the first time that they bring back the Justice Society of America after the Golden Age. So here's the synopsis of the book, real quick. After a series of strange lights, Washington, D.C. suddenly experiences a freak blackout, followed by many other cities across the U.S. When Iris tells Barry the news, they wonder what city will be next and what the source of the lights are. Barry thinks that the way things are sort of kicks his memory, but he can't quite put a finger on it, and he walks Iris home.
Here, I'm going to grab
After,
something.
after dropping Iris off, he realized what it was, and he went through his old comic book collection, recalling that the cities that have been affected were all hometowns. You have it. Oh, cool. I was going to ask if you had it later. That Alan's holding the actual book he went to. You want to make Alan big for a second?
Oh yeah.
That's the actual book. I knew he had it. I'd seen it at your place. You showed it to me. So Barry realizes that the cities affected were cities of the members of the Justice Society of America had operated from. Also remembering that these heroes actually exist on Earth too, Barry decides to change into the Flash to pay a visit to Jay Garrick. He vibrates in such a way to transport himself from Central City to Keystone City on Earth 2. He runs to Jay's house to find that Joan is home, Jay's wife. Jay returns from a mission, and Barry explains to him what happened. Jay is surprised because apparently the same events were happening on Earth too. The strange lights appear above Keystone City, of course, because, why else would the Flashes be there? And they both go out to try and find the source. But while they're on their way, Jay gets hit by a strange ray that encases him in a type of cube.
Yeah, cube.
Yeah, cube, and carries him off into. I can't read everything. My writing sucks. Okay,
Just go by your memory.
well, I need the focal point. Witnessing the attempted capture, Barry goes after him, and manages to hop on it and somehow smashing it by hitting it with his super speed powers. And then he manages to carry by doing this little whirlpool thing, twirl with his arm. He manages to save Jay and himself from crashing on the ground. Basically, with Jay recovering, Barry says, "Let's go back to the sky making machine." Cut to the villain. The villain is in his secret hideout. We discover that it's Vandal Savage. And for those that don't know who Vandal Savage is, he's a Golden Age villain who is immortal. Okay? He has already managed to capture Dr. Midnight, Wonder Woman, Hawkman, the Atom, Johnny Thunder, and the Green Lantern at the point. Savage is boasting them. They're not responding because they're all in cubes. But Savage is boasting, that he was using technology invented by his fellow members of the Injustice Society to capture the heroes, and he vows to capture the Flash to complete his collection. At this point, we get a quick wrap up of Savage's origin, where he's 50,000 years old or so, and he was a caveman, Cro-Magnon man who some sort of asteroid came by and the energies made him immortal and super intelligent. We get to see also how he was doing things during history with Napoleon and Bismarck and stuff. So the Savage then vows, I'm going to catch the Flash. He goes out in a weird spaceship to try and capture them. He comes across the two Flashes at the skylight device, and he is surprised to see that there's a second Flash because he doesn't know about Earth 1 and Earth 2. Just a second here. Sorry.
What up, Shockwave? Nostalgia, good to see you, big dog.
Okay. Savage then managed to... okay, sorry, let's see. Okay. He manages to capture the heroes with the high tech, and he attempts to take them back to the hideout. But the two heroes revive, combine their powers to shake up the ship and force it to crash. But Vandal Savage escapes and returns to his base. The two Flashes trace Savage back to the cave where they run into his trap, which is a weapon that causes the two of them to fight each other. Barry knows that he's going to probably win because he's younger than Jay, and Jay's stamina isn't as strong as it used to be. Okay, so sure enough, they fight and he knocks out Jay. Then he tries to capture Vandal Savage by making himself vibrate to be invisible. Okay, in the meantime, Savage has captured Jay and sets up a trap for Barry by putting up a hologram of himself that would look like he's in a trap that would trap the Flash in one of his cubes. Barry figures out just as he's getting close that this is not the real Savage, and he manages to spring the trap without actually getting caught in it. Savage believes that because this Flash was moving so fast to be invisible that he's caught him in the cube. But it turns out, no, he didn't. And Barry has managed to rescue the Justice Society. With Savage defeated and turned over to the authorities, Wonder Woman suggests, hey, let's revive the society. Sure enough, they do. Barry returns back to Earth 1, where he calls Iris for a date. Iris says no because her news organization is trying to find the answers to the mysterious blackouts that had happened. So Barry realizes he's going to have to go by in his Flash outfit and tell her just so he can get a date.
Story.
Yes. Yeah. And that is the book of Flash 137 in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, I was having internet issues there. It's like...
Was I freezing again?
I couldn't get sound. There was no sound. You were moving, but there was no sound. So yeah, there was a very Sherlock Holmes kind of element to the way he figured out that it wasn't Vandal Savage. That it was just a hologram. That it was that he looked at the pupils of Vandal Savage. Oh, it's a bright light. His pupils should have dilated, but because it's a hologram, they didn't dilate. So therefore,
exactly, and that is such a Gardner Fox thing to do.
Yeah, like so that's very Silver Age. Also, like to have like these fine details, almost Sherlock Holmes thing, where if you had just noticed this, then you would realize that he is the criminal, or he is whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so the cover. I love the cover. The cover actually happens in the book. Can you hold up the cover there, Biggie?
Oh, hold on, yeah.
Or do you have the book?
I have this book in my shopping cart on my comic shop right now.
So now this is actually in the story without Vandal Savage in the picture. The two of them do fight, as I mentioned, and that panel is almost done exactly like the other Flash book. This cover is awesome. Again, it's Infantino and Murphy Anderson, and I really like it. You see the flowing, you see the fight. Vandal Savage
cheering in the background.
is in the background. He looks like he's flying, but he doesn't have any flight.
He kind of reminds me of Elon Musk when Elon Musk was all excited and kind of jumping around. Kind of reminds me of Vandal Savage.
A little bit, yeah. Maybe Elon's immortal. So I'm gonna give the cover a 4. I really, really like it. The only reason it's not higher because I'm the only reason it's not higher is because Carmine Infantino is known for backgrounds, and though he's got a bit of stalactites and stalagmites in there, he could have put a little more detail. Considering in the book, there's a lot of technological equipment around in these caves. So now to the interior art, which was Carmine Infantino and Joe Giella, like last week. I actually think that he did a better job on this book than the other book. I feel like because he got to draw different heroes, even though they were very in the story very briefly, and Vandal Savage was done much better than he was done in the first on that first cover. I find that you showed, Alan, of the All-Star Comics. Yeah. So I'm actually going to give. Weird. I'm going to give the interior art a 4.5. As for the writing, I don't think it was as good as it could have been. There was a little, like, the deducting of the irises thing seemed a little bit what's the phrase? Deus Ex Machina?
Yeah, it was sort of
was a little too contrite to
discover
that. Yeah. And the trope of
contrived
the two heroes.
Word.
What?
Too contrived.
Yeah, too contrived. Thank you. But the trope of the two heroes fighting, I think, has been overdone. And
well, I think at this time it might not have been.
Well, but I mean, I'm seeing it from my point of view in the sense that also. All he said was, I got this technology from my Injustice buddies, okay? Except that he didn't explain a lot of the technology, and usually you get a little more detail at this time period. But I mean, like, here's a cube. Doesn't explain what it's made out of. Is it an energy cube? Is it a solid cube? Like, why was Barry able to do this? I don't think he could have been able to do that if it was energy.
Well, it was like jackhammer thing.
Yeah. So there are gaping holes in the story, so I'm actually going to give the story a 3. Oh. I would have given it a 2.5, but I really like the Justice Society characters.
Okay.
So overall, I give it a 3.5.
Okay.
All right, so you get to pick who you would like to review next.
You can go next.
Cool.
I want Alan to be the finale.
Okay, I'll be a finale.
All right. So, here's the cover. We already seen it, you know. I'd like to point out that I love the purple. I like the guys fighting. Not quite as dynamic as Flash 123, but pretty close. Yeah, it's not like this one is horrible. This one's got action on the cover. I forget what I gave the cover last. I think it was like a 3.5. So I feel like this is just about as good. All of them Silver Age Flash covers were fantastic, honestly. Like they're all about on the same level to me. There's a few that are kind of like, wow, that's a little neater, but I'm gonna give the cover a 3.5.
Okay.
So
G 3.5.
The good thing about Silver Age DC is they're okay. in the earlier days, they had like of the Silver Age, they basically had 3 major artists and a bunch of minor artists doing it. But the 3 major artists were Kurt Swan, Joe Kubert, and Carmine Infantino. And all 3 of them, Murphy Anderson did a lot of inking for all 3 of them. Although Kubert did more of his own inking.
Is this Infantino that did this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Carmine Infantino was doing Batman and Flash, if you'll remember, for a while.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
After Sheldon Moldoff stopped doing Batman covers.
What's that other guy's name?
Kirk Swan?
No.
Kurt Swan.
No. He did Batman too.
Oh, Batman Boring?
No.
Boring did Superman.
Who did
I'm
Batman?
having for it right now.
You know what? I'll look it up if you want to keep going on your.
I was just naming DC artists. That's why I operate.
Well, DC.
Well, just like the last issue, anybody in the chat wants to help, they can. But just like the last issue, it's a three-part book, which I find fun.
Yeah, I think that's interesting that they do that a lot in these early Silver Age Flash. It's always the 3 parts kind of storytelling.
Well, if you recall, it's not surprising that they did it in this book because the formula had been set by Gardner Fox and the JSA, where the threat gets identified as part 1, and they get together to talk about the threat. Part 2 is the individuals going off and doing their bits, because you had that a little bit here, and then the third part, the team got together to wrap everything up.
So the first page, it gets a nice little splash. It's kind of like the other one where it kind of suggests what we're going to be dealing with. Pretty good. I enjoyed these box art panels myself. I thought they were very almost Kirby looking, like really good looking figures, faces, body types,
anatomy. The shadowing is cool, and I kind of like
shadowing. Russ Heath kind of stuff. Well, not really, but good collars, city outlines, good backgrounds, good lighting. There is some great tone kind of shading in there. You're right. Now I look at it. Sorry, my camera isn't doing great, but
no, there it goes.
It says here that Bob Brown did most of the other covers if it wasn't Carmine for Batman.
It's going to come to me later, I'm sure.
Not Neil Adams.
Not Neil Adams.
Neil Adams was later.
I know. I'm just saying. That's why I said not Neil Adams.
Yeah. No, there's here he says there's Irv Novik, which was mid-60s.
Yeah.
But Bob Brown did early 60s with Carmine Infantino after Sheldon Moldoff finished. These are covers, so I mean.
So the story, the lights are out, and Flash from our Flash, Silver Age Flash, is like, well, it's probably a good idea. I saw some stuff about this happening in a comic book. Let me go out to my other place since I have this new ability to go find the old Flash for some help, and I really enjoyed him getting into his comic books and saying, I got a comic book, I was like, oh man, that's fun for a collector to see like a comic book character have a comic book in his hand, so that's fun. Which they do that a few times. Like the other book that Matt suggested, I think they kind of did that. The one where the JSA and stuff kind of do. So it's kind of interesting. He goes back to the spot where he did it the first time. I think.
I thought that was interesting that he chose that somehow is the weak point between the two realities.
Yeah. So I'm liking the story. It's to me, it don't have this kind of like tropey, goofy aspect to it. This feels like an important thing to be dealing with to me. So he goes, the guy's cubing shit up. I wasn't really sure what that, like, is that like a drone kind of deal? I would guess.
So, like, the light thing is just a distraction, and then they have another thing that shoots you into the cube.
Oh, it's attached to the ground. You're right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to reach his buddy that got cubed up, and he couldn't quite get to him. And he tried to suck him down, didn't work. He got away. He kept trying. He ran up a building, and he got real close to him.
He spent a lot of time on that, actually, him chasing the cube.
Yeah, I felt like it was fun seeing him adapt and try to, because he can't fly, you know. So
yeah, they were showing some of his skills by doing that. It was kind of interesting.
he kind of jumps and lands on it with a judo chop, you know, like, or some shit.
Judo chop. Yeah.
Judo chop. Judo chop.
Yeah, you kind of see right there. He's like, "Kacha, judo." And, he busts it open, and he uses his little arm to make the landing softer. And you see the other characters in their bubbles. It kind of remind me of the Collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. He has all of them all cubed up.
Yeah.
Another collecting reference, you know, like he's got all Mylard up.
Don't break them out of the package.
And they're minty fresh, actually.
Yeah,
He says that they won't get older. They'll stay nice and fresh.
He's just sitting there smoking a cigarette, like, check out my Hawkman, check out my Wonder Woman. He's fucking killing it.
He was the inventor of CGC.
It must be nice to be immortal, eh? Be able to smoke and eat and drink everything.
I love this guy. I think this guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's a really cool character, actually. I like him.
So,
do you know where his first appearance is, Matt?
His first appearance is in the Green Lantern book. I'm not sure off the top of my head which one it is.
19 or something like that?
Could be 16 or 19. I'll get it
21.
For you.
I think somewhere in those.
It ain't All American. It's Green Lantern.
It's Green Lantern.
Okay. So I think. Go ahead. I think Matt.
Like
Green Lantern 10. We're really off.
Oh, 10. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think Matt left out the part where he was like a caveman and turned into like.
No, I did say he was like 50,000 years old and he got hit by like the energy from a meteorite. But yeah, I love that they give the origin and they show things he's done over the years. Like
I like that.
A
that
pharaoh.
part I actually like the best.
Yeah, so he went by Pharaoh Cheops, a builder of the pyramids, and then he was actually Genghis Khan.
Yeah, he was Genghis Khan.
Yeah, so that's fairly important.
Which means 10% of the population is descended from him.
Yeah.
And they're like Cro-Magnon. it's like insulting all the Chinese.
I know.
Now this part was just kind of like, can't you get out of this shit by now? You know? Oh no, quicksand. I'm the Flash.
He made that quicksand. He made the ground soft. Yeah.
It seems like such a dumbass thing for him to get caught by. And it's sucking him in.
If he can't get traction, he can't really be speedy now, can he?
Mm-hmm.
He can't though, you know, I don't know. So Savage is like, he's got a lasso, which is kind of, you know, it's very basic.
Well, he just sees him floating off, and he doesn't want him to float away, so he just throws a rope at him. That's all.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, so he sees his enemy about to croak or lose.
Yeah, basically. But he wants to keep them so that they can watch him take over the world.
Well, I guess he wants to keep them, but he also
wants
he also wants to say he beat them. He said, "Oh, this ain't a good enough loss for you. So let me save you and I'll beat you and have a better loss for you," you know? And it's like, just be an evil fucker, let him die, you know? So he catches him and he's got him lassoed. And
he's floating like a little balloon.
Yeah, Flash is like, he's actually got both of them. If you look real close, there's the other one like getting drugged through the ground and other one's in the air. Anyways, so one of them's like, oh, this cord, it's really got me stuck. I can't do anything with this rope, so I'm just going to vibrate uncontrollably, and he's going to lose control of his his mechanism, you know. And you see him, he's like, oh, I can't handle it. Oh no, the vibration's killing me. So yeah, they both land, and then you have the fight scene, which gets back to it being kind of smart again. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He got them to fight each other. He's got this thing.
Oh, okay. So Vandal is in that panel. I'm sorry. I thought he wasn't.
Okay.
No, he's in the panel.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. I'm sorry. I don't want to give bad information to people.
Mm-hmm.
So the Silver Age Flash throws like stalactites or whatever you call them at the old one, and
Yeah, they
I got
battle it out
Yeah, they battle it out, and the younger Flash does have the advantage. And
of stamina. It's just like the other guys gets old and kind of
Yeah,
tired.
like the Tyson fight.
It was very Tyson fightish.
so he whips him, and the Golden Age Flash isn't no joke though. He gets advantage of him a couple times during the fight,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, what they don't say until later is that Barry is also much faster than Jay. Jay can only speed. Jay's apparently his top speed is double the speed of sound, and that's it.
Oh,
He
really?
can't. Yeah. Well, in later books, that's what they say.
Oh, okay, so that's much slower than the Flash.
Yes.
so he gets tricked with the old "I'm invisible" joke, which he should have figured out. Oh, I got this guy. He's caught. He's just being invisible for now. Like, come on, bro. Like, how can you be that sure you caught him? Great panel of Wonder Woman and Adam and all those.
You get the nice team picture.
Nice team picture. And that's it. And I don't like the ending where he's like, "Oh, time to go see my almost girlfriend and tell her everything that happened." Whatever, dude.
As the Flash. As the Flash.
As the Flash. So the idea is like, you use your superhero identity to pick up girls, basically. To set up the situation.
Like everybody wouldn't.
And he did that in 123 too, when he basically said, "Oh, I'll get the Flash to perform."
Exactly. Oh, thank you, Barry.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
A bunch of nice things.
So inside art, I'm gonna go 3.25 because it's good. It's better than average. There's a lot of really good stuff, and then there's some okay. Story, I'm gonna go 3.0. You know what? Actually, yeah, I'll go 3. I was gonna give it a lower score, but it's not that bad. And then overall, I will give it a 3.25. That's my scores. Hold on, 2, 5. Okay, Alan, tear her up, bud.
Okay, so I actually really liked this book. I thought it was really cool. So I actually enjoy Silver Age Flash in general.
Me too.
I like when they do these kind of like little sciencey things, and he uses his powers in a sort of an intelligent way, not just brute force. I'm powerful, therefore, duh.
I mean, don't take my scores the wrong way. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I have to be objective at times. That's the thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sort of kind of go against a couple of things that you said. So first, I'll actually give my scores and my rating at the same time, which is interesting. So the cover really worked for me. I actually really enjoyed the cover. Yeah. I think it's interesting, especially because this is like, you don't really see at this time. This is like early 60s heroes fighting each other on the cover. Okay, this is a pretty revolutionary idea. And it's not only that you're seeing Wonder Woman versus Batman or something like that. You're not seeing two very different characters. You're seeing the same character, their golden age versus their silver age. And that's actually extra cool to me because, it's the Flash versus the Flash. Which version of the Flash will win, kind of thing. And to me, that's actually a pretty cool cover. So I'm going to give the cover a 4 because I think just the concept is cool. And I like the fact that, Vandal Savage is just cheering on this battle. That's typical bad guy thing. There's a cover that is very similar that happens later where it's I'm just trying to remember. I'm just trying to remember the two characters that fight it out. It's I think Iron Man or one of the two, where they fighting it out, and the it's like Moondragon or one of those people, or one of those characters is like controlling their mind so that they fight it out.
Mhm.
I forgot what cover it is. But it's the
Oh, well,
same
if it's
idea.
Moon Dragon, that would be when she was evil.
Yeah, yeah. So the point is, like, these things where they kind of set up that situation where the heroes fight. It sort of is a way of sort of appealing to the reader, who always will ask the question, well, okay, we got Silver Age Flash. How much is he better than Golden Age Flash, or was Golden Age Flash better? Like that kind of thing that
Mhm.
people always say, oh, I like this character better, or this. You could do the same with the Green Lanterns. Like there's 20 million Green Lanterns. Uh, just say which Green Lantern is the best Green Lantern.
Oh,
So
Gnort, by far.
yeah, exactly. So the point is like having the kind of battle is interesting, and I think it makes a dynamic cover. I can't think of an earlier. I'm trying to think of an earlier cover where you have heroes fighting. I can't really think of one. So I think this is maybe one of the first times that you really see that. Um,
No, I think there's a couple of World's Finest before that. I think I'd like to check the date on the Batman 153, for example. I know it's an imaginary story, but he is
mhm.
throwing the kryptonite boomerang at him.
Yeah, I mean, I could think of some Lois Lane stories where she's fighting him, but um, but I can't. Okay, I was just, yeah. So I think that's a cool concept. Very early on, that this is a cool concept. We see it much more in the modern era, but to see it in the Silver Age is kind of cool to me.
Well, in Marvel, it was almost like in the 60s, two heroes couldn't meet without a fight.
Yeah, exactly. I think of like when Medusa meets Spider-Man,
Yeah.
that cover. There's a lot of that. So, but this is cool for DC to do. So I give the cover a 4. The interior art I actually think is very solid as well. I give it a 4 as well. I thought it was very solid. Um, I think Infantino is very good at like visually telling a story that makes you feel like you're watching a movie.
Yes, I said that on
Like
the
yeah,
something similar last night. The way he draws motion is just
yeah,
fantastic.
it really does feel like you're watching a movie, especially like even though they kind of overdid it in a way. The scene with him chasing after the cube,
Hmm.
that scene, you could sort of, you know, see him kind of
Yeah, because he
scrambling, kind
doesn't
of,
go up on a building, but he
yeah, he kind
doesn't,
of, and you could see that, I could
jumps
see that
down
totally
onto it.
being a movie scene, like
Yeah,
almost like this is like
especially
if,
since there was a similar scene in the Flash movie at the beginning. Didn't he like jump down on stuff from the top of the building?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
there's
So
a scene where he's like trying to rescue the babies, and it's kind of a
yeah.
similar idea, and
So
but
one moment, Alan. So I remembered the art. It's Jim Aparo. That's what I was trying to say.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
but go ahead.
oh, okay. So yeah, so I kind of like that. I think it's really like graphically, it's very nice to see that kind of storytelling visually, I guess. Um, Now with the story itself, I really liked the origin story for Vandal Savage, even though it was kind of glossed over. It was like one page, I think, that they gave to it. I kind of wish that was actually expanded out. Maybe like
Well, years later they expanded out, and I'll talk after you're finished because the story of Vandal Savage is so cool.
I figured that they would.
Yeah.
It's a seems like a great one.
Hmm.
Because there's so many stories within that could be told, right?
Yeah.
How does he, go from being blah 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 to being blah blah blah, and 50,000 years. There's a lot of stories within that. Um, so yeah, so I think that was kind of cool. It seems like it sets up a really cool idea for a character. The fact that he's a Cro-Magnon man is kind of funny because that basically
Hmm.
means that Genghis Khan was that, and therefore
Hmm.
all the Chinese would be that as well. So I think that's
Yeah.
funny. And the fact that he led Napoleon and stuff like that is kind of cool. He's sort of associated to the idea of the people that were associated with world dominance, and I think that's
Yeah.
cool that you kind of create this, person that, historically speaking, is trying to achieve a goal of world domination. At first, he's in the front man, and later
Yeah.
on he realizes that he can influence people to be that, which is kind
Well,
of a
yeah.
cool.
There's a story on Earth One when
Hmm.
we discover that there's a Vandal Savage there too.
Hmm.
We discover that Savage was the number two man behind Hitler.
Yeah, I would have
You
figured
know,
that. I would have figured he
obviously
had some
not on
connection
Earth
to Hitler.
two because they've
He,
established that Vandal
I think he
Savage has
wants
done.
to be in sort of the behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and then yeah, especially if you're immortal, you kind of want to do it that way because if too many people recognize you,
Mhm.
it's hard to go on as the same person. So yeah, I just think a very interesting character. I like the bad guy. Um, I think the way he was capturing them was interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
And as
so
I said, I'd like to know a little more about that in the sense that, like, was it
you know,
jelly? Was it
I think
energy?
the way that they did it is sort of they almost treated it like glass cubes, I would say. Like sort of some weird form of glass or some kind
Mm.
of like container that's solid. Um
It's just I
yeah,
can't imagine them being alive forever in a solid glass type thing.
I
Yeah,
know, but
I
it's
know. I know comics, but
it's
still.
comics. I personally the way I took that is like, the weird thing is there's always this mix in comics, especially from the Silver Age, where you have very sciencey things. Like if I
Hmm.
spin my arm a certain way, I can create an updraft or a downdraft or do all these kind of things, and you can kind of see the scientific rationale for it.
Yeah.
But then they are also comics where you have to suspend your disbelief because they just did something that's impossible. Like
Hmm.
totally doesn't make sense scientifically. So
No, I
I
know.
think there's always
Without.
that weird balance that they're playing with as writers, and I think they kind of did that well. The fact that he can make Barry Allen lighter than air and float up into the sky, and you know, I was thinking the Golden Age Flash. He's being dragged under the ground. He's gonna die. He's just gonna
Yeah.
die.
Sorry,
So
I meant to note that, and I realized I didn't.
things like that. I totally. I think you got to a little suspend your disbelief because they have to
Mhm.
play. They have to. It's a comic at the end of the day.
Yes,
The other
I do
thing
realize that too.
The
I
other
just,
thing that I
sometimes,
appreciated with the writing is when they were floating up and under the ground, they both had the same idea at the same time of
vibrate.
vibrating the rope.
Yeah.
And that just shows that they both understand their powers and how to use their powers. And I think that's a very cool concept that they're not just seeing themselves as speed demons.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I liked in the writing, by the way. They kept on referring to them in like these different kind of names, like rather than just saying that, oh, the Flash. They called them Lords of Speed or something like that.
Yeah.
Or, they'd come up with some flowery thing to call them. That
Hmm.
just shows good writing and creative writing. I just think that's really awesome to see. So
Well, I
actually, I
remember I took
really like the writing in this.
yeah, I took
Um,
creative writing in high school, and they said don't say the same words over and over.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
just
it's
I can
quiet, it's
see that
quiet, it's
talent
quiet.
kind of shining through. So I'm going to give the writing a 4. I don't give it a 5 because I think there are the plot holes. I totally see that. And there's these contrived things like I think the pupil thing. Like had they actually zoomed in on the face of Vandal Savage as a panel and kind of
Mhm.
made the reader kind of maybe kind of guess at it, I
Yeah.
think that would have been cool.
When
Like.
Denny O'Neil wrote Batman later,
Mhm, mhm.
things like that, where the subtle hints,
Yeah.
like Batman would go, "I just realized," and he would make title like comments like, "Did you notice it too, reader?" Like that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I
So
kind of like that. I don't like the situation where you as the reader has no way that you could have figured that out. I always like them to show it in such a way that, if you're smart, you can figure, oh, and you can make the same conclusion that the Flash would have made. I think that was a missed opportunity, and that kind of bothers me. So that's me being very picky about the writing. But I actually really like the writing. I especially the whole concept of this ageless character, bad guy.
mhm.
So I gave the writing a 4. And because I gave everything a 4 so far, well, I think the book deserves a 4 altogether. So
All
that's my
right.
score.
All right, so I'll get the scores together and we can kind of hang out and discuss what we thought. I feel like this is a pretty good undervalued comic book to get. Like if you can't afford a Flash,
Yeah, it's in my shopping cart right now as we speak. So
How much?
I'm going to check out my shopping cart later today.
How much, if you don't mind me asking?
It was not, but I think it's like a low grade, but it's a slab. But it's like $50, something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that is low.
Yeah.
it's very affordable.
Yeah. So yeah, please don't steal from my cart.
Don't worry.
I mean, you already
So
paid
you know
for
what's funny? We just did a show where we were talking about some comic. The first appearance of not first appearance, but the first cover or only cover done by Matt Baker, right?
Right.
And I
Yes.
was negotiating for a copy on eBay, and all of a sudden it disappeared.
Oh no.
So I think somebody watches our videos and then bought my comic. So I'm a little bit
Awesome.
annoyed. I'm not going to talk about comics anymore. Comics all suck. So don't buy
What we
comics,
need
people.
to do.
Because
What
they're
you
all
need
for
to
me.
do is just follow the chat and see who says I have that.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got a total of 44.5, but
Okay.
we only got 3 people, so that
Yeah.
might average out pretty
So
good.
you can like what I would do is like balance it out by saying, doing the proportional thing.
Well, it comes out at 74.1, so 74.2%.
Yeah, Matt's got it.
So
Probably.
that puts
Like
us
six?
number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That puts it at 8th place.
8th place. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Flash. Three. So we'll put that in at 74%. And it was what? 44?
Yeah, 44.5 with 3 people.
Yeah, if you could make that note so that it doesn't get
Yeah, I do
unfairly
put the
treated.
3. Whenever there's 3, I make a note.
Yeah.
So
Good.
it's my turn to pick a book.
Yep.
I would have. Oops, hold on. I would have. So after I pick a book, I'm hoping we could pick up on the 100 book list for a few minutes and
Sure.
knock down a few. So I had 4 books I was going to choose from. Right, one of them I don't have in front of me. It's Walmart's Superman #7, to where Lois dies multiple
I
times.
was trying to buy a copy of that recently, actually.
Yeah, I kind of would like to do that in a future one. All of these are ones I want to do in the future. So here's the other 3. Hulk 2.
Okay.
I actually read this one and the Superman 7, so I know what those are like. This one I don't. I read it a long time ago. I skimmed through it when I counted the pages, but I would like to redo it. Captain America 68 and Brainiac 242. So it came down to these 2 for me, and I never read Brainiac 242, and I felt like Hulk 2 might do well. I'm guessing the
I would
Brainiac.
think that Hulk 2 is a better book than the Brainiac, but that's just me.
Really? I thought.
Well, I find that Brainiac is an interesting story, but it's a little weak in the writing.
So I felt like I could see why after 6 issues Hulk got canceled.
Dude,
Yeah,
I think Hulk 1 and Hulk 2 is very underrated, bro. I don't know about 3.
I mean, they're not that bad, but there was a lot of
ITM nerdy.
weaknesses.
I don't know what happened in the later issues, so I think that kind of makes me want to go against what Alan says, because I have read Hulk 2. I was leaning towards
It's
either
not bad.
one.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Have you read it?
Yeah, I read the first 6 issues.
And you didn't think the first 2 were good?
No, I thought they were okay. The problem I had, like the big issue I had with Hulk in those 6 issues, was they really didn't know the character. It's weird that they're writing about the character that they don't understand.
I feel like 2 is better than 1, and
2 is always better than 1.
well, it it does a great job at catching it. This is the Hulk we know, so I have a lot of pride in Hulk 2. So we're gonna go with Hulk 2.
Right.
Okay.
Hulk 2 would be the next book. Brainiac, I looked at a review of it. I might review it later because I ultimately do want to know what happened altogether. But the panels was not really. There was some really good panels, and then there was some not that great ones. So I just
Well,
okay.
I haven't
Brainiac-
read the Brainiac one before, actually. So
The Brainiac book is one of those ones. Kurt Swan does the cover, and Wayne Boring does the story. So
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
when
just-
they're in outer space, it's really good. But whenever it's like Brainiac sitting in his little lapel white shirt, it's like,
And he's not a robot at that point. He's just a
no, he's just
alien dude.
he's the new alien, and he has a pet Coco.
It would be a cool one to do because you get this the bottle of Candor or whatever the hell it's called, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, that I believe is in that one. Yes.
yeah, it's the first appearance of that. So that's maybe next time I'll get that one. All right, so we left off at like the 70th book. So if Matt's so kind, he can like let
How
us
about
know
the
where we're at.
list?
We'll jump in there
And
and
we
I'll show
can, Matt, we can have huge influence on the list now.
Oh wow! Hang on here. Let me dig up the.
By the way, I actually really like this cover as a cover.
Yes.
It's just I just like the fact that the Justice Society is all like in bondage, and then you got the villains kind of carving up America.
Is that the Injustice League or who are they?
This is the very first appearance of the Injustice Society.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, I like to pick up cool books. It's a thing.
Yeah, I can
We
tell.
lost Matt and all that. I scared Matt away.
Well, he's here, but he's not. It's disconnected, so there's no reason. I can't add him if I wanted to, but he'll be back, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I actually was trying to find that Walmart book. I think that's I actually had a copy, and I just don't know why I didn't check it out. I was being weird about it.
Well, the thing about that one is I'm not sure it'll be in the digital format. Like I kind of got to check and see before I pick it, you know.
I imagine it would be. Yeah, it might be a hurdle. Yeah, you might be right though. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like a real on the shelf. You couldn't get it at LCS. You had to go to Walmart.
Yeah. It doesn't go for very much. It's like $8.
It went for more when it first came out because it was a recalled issue. But yeah, it don't go for much.
Lois Lane keeps on dying, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, now Matt, you're muted. Matt.
Can't hear you, Matt. Homie.
Matt, you're muted. There we go.
Without Bleak and without D,
Right.
I don't think we can work on this because everything's on a scale of how many votes, and it's 0 to 5.
So I get 2 votes. Matt, you get 2 votes, and Biggie gets 1.
No, hell no.
Or how about I get 3 votes, and you guys each get 1? I think that would be
Sure, that's fair.
No, we break them up evenly, and then we just roll with it. I think 1.7. It'll be okay later. We could just pluck at it a little bit and see what we got because we might not always have 5. You know, we might only have 3 later.
What we could do is each give it a scale of 1 to 5, and then
I'll send a link out to Bleeker. Maybe he'll come through.
Random, yeah.
I mean, I've removed all the zeros in the sense that I've put them as out as a comment.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a
the
good
ones I didn't want to do until we got to the point where.
How many did we eliminate? Like, we should eliminate the ones as well, I imagine.
Well, we haven't finished yet. We're only up to Flash 123.
We could. I think it's a good opportunity for us to eliminate some of these if we would do it. So
yeah, my point is, like, if we might be at the point where we are under that 100 mark, or we're getting close to that 100 mark.
Well, we've only with the zeros, we've only eliminated.
We could put an asterisk next to these books that we do and know that 5 people didn't do them, you know, and just figure that out later.
Or what we could do is, have the chat agree with me, and if they agree with me, then it's 5 stars. If they don't agree with me, then I just ignore.
We've only eliminated 5 with the zeros. I don't want to do the ones until I get all the scores because then, in case some of the ones are still in the 100 number, I want to not eliminate those until we 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should just start and get as many as we can while we're
Okay,
doing
let's
it.
go. Let's just look at it and see what it is. If it's one of those situations where, like,
So-
how about we just do D's books, and then that way we can get rid of all those ones.
No, we're not going to do that today. They could come back later and argue if they want, but I think we got a good grasp on what we want. Nothing against D or Bleecker or Steppo, but
I'm just being silly. Okay, so Matt, what's the next book on the list that we haven't
Well,
done?
the next book is All Flash 1.
Oh, that was my book.
Oh, sorry, Flash Comics 1.
Yeah, Flash Comics book
Yeah.
1. That's a iconic cover, but I don't think it should make the list actually.
Yeah, I think we might have done that already and said no to it. All zeros.
Yeah, it's a cool cover. Can you make it big?
Well, we did All Flash quarterly, and one person voted for it.
Me,
Yes,
probably.
but Flash Comics 1.
Flash Comics 1 is an iconic one. I think we said no on this one. I think we did.
Yeah, I did too. I remember. I've rewatched our video. I know we did this one, but it's okay.
Yeah, so say no to that one.
Okay, well, I'll put it as
Or 0 stars.
The woman looks pretty good in it, actually. The more I look at it, she don't look
Yeah,
too
it's
bad.
a cool cover. Actually, it's a very iconic cover. They actually redo it later on, where he's zipping across some water or something, and then there's a person in the background.
And the next one is Frankenstein 1 Dell.
Oh, that was the one that I picked. Actually, I really like that cover. So I'm going to say yes on that one.
I think I'm going to say yes too. It was a pretty good looking one.
I can show it if you guys want.
Yeah.
I'll say no.
Because I if I have it handy, might as well, right? I mean, just look at the way the lighting is done on Frankenstein.
It's the Boris Karloff thing. I love Boris Karloff. So
yeah, I mean, it's just, and even the way the trade dress is done is quite cool. And the building in the background, it's just really good art. Like,
I know that Bleak likes this one because he was very enthusiastic about putting it on the list.
yeah,
But I'm not so sure about D.
I feel like it's the third or fourth. Like I like the Wolfman
I know
Jack
you
Sparling
like
cover.
the Frankenstein one.
I like
not
the
Frank
creature.
Dracula one. I meant. Yeah.
Dracula's my favorite. Creature's my second, and
Creature's really good too, but it's I like the lighting on the way Frankenstein's face looks. I'll show you the creature.
yeah, a lot of people would say Creature's the best, but that's
Creature is just, it's a different style.
Yeah.
I mean, Creature is really good too. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just.
oops, wrong one.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creature's.
I like the creature, but did we put that down?
So, like,
We didn't even write that down. No, it's just
like, maybe seeing
Frankenstein.
them together.
I tried Dracula, and everybody's like, no, but we haven't considered Creature.
Well, the Bela Lugosi one wasn't that great compared to, say, these two.
I got the Wolfman right here. Hold on.
I made a point of buying them all.
D-Ronk's asking, are we all voting on the list?
Yeah, we talked about this on Club. Do you don't remember?
See, I think that one kind of is a little bit weaker because the way the Wolfman's kind of like almost like a ghost. It really doesn't highlight his wolfiness.
I don't hate it. It's okay. Those
But
two are.
but my
I like
point is,
it.
I think
I like the
Frankenstein
Wolfman,
one's the best.
but I think the Frankenstein is the best of the three.
That's what I would say. That's
And I know I know that Bleak
Bleeker
really
likes it.
So
I like
that's
the Dracula,
right
but-
there.
Yeah, go ahead. I say no. Just
Okay,
because
so
it's questionable for
recommend
me.
give it 3 stars, Matt. And
Yeah, I'm giving
Ken
it
was
3
actually
for
5.
now.
We're assuming Bleeker's.
Yeah.
D, you could help grade through the chat if you want.
Yeah, D, you can vote in the chat. I think D would say no to Frankenstein though.
Mm.
Would be my guess. So okay, what's the next one?
The next one is Ghost Comics 6.
I don't
Okay,
know that
just-
one. I think this is the first
know,
one
have
I
it
don't
right
remember
next to me.
doing.
It's a classic cover.
That's
Now
a no.
this one has a lot of subtleties to it. Okay, so if you look at it, you see the girl, she's pinned to the ground. You got this Quasimodo guy. You got the guy in the background that's coming up through the hatch. This is obviously in an attic. But what you don't might not see is the ghost that is on the back there.
Oh,
in the
that makes it
shadows.
even cooler. I'm a yes now.
It's a really cool cover. It's just a classic cover.
Little
Okay.
Quasimodo.
D-Runk says no on Ghost.
Yeah, this one is it's a considered a classic.
So are you saying yes or no?
I'd say yes. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll put 2 for now.
You know,
and
it's
I'll
one
put-
of the
I'll
best good girl bondages too. So
Next up, we have Ghost Rider 1. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me which one.
Ghost Rider 1.
Volume 1.
I think it's
So
like
the
I have
so
it.
the
If you
cowboy.
want me to pull it out.
No, that's I don't know what the hell that volume that is, but Ghost Rider's first solo.
I would say Ghost Rider's first solo is a great cover.
Gil Kane, Murphy Anderson.
Okay, so you're talking about the Johnny Blaze. Okay, not the.
Okay, so I can actually grab it.
Yeah, I'd say this book right here should be a top 10 book.
Oh, really? Wow,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that
It's a
high.
great cover.
It's
I'd say
pretty good, bro.
It's top 100, but not top 10.
I think it's pretty good.
I agree with Alan. It's top 100, but not.
There's
I
things
don't
that I
know,
really
bro.
like
Yes,
about
on
it. I
Ghost
like the
Rider.
fact that it's a box, and then it's actually breaking that. You know, they set up a box idea, then they break that barrier. It's kind of cool that the wheel is coming out of it and stuff. It is a cool cover. I totally like it.
So we're
I'd
saying
say-
4 so far.
yeah. So D says yes on Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
It's a 5.
I think that's a 5. Probably. I bet you Bleeker would agree.
Okay,
'Cause
I
he
put
has
5.
It, so.
Spotlight
Or no,
5 should even probably make the list, honestly.
Okay, I would say just pick one of them personally.
I don't
'cause
know,
they're
dude.
Both similar covers.
Very similar, but they're both so good. But I'm just saying, like,
Well, Marvel
Spotlight 5
Spotlight-
would beat out some of the other ones in my mind.
Marvel Spotlight is not on the list. So
So I would just pick Ghost Rider 1.
There's another one I wanted. I mean, we could add a couple if y'all want. Like, I was thinking of Marvel Premiere 28, just to consider the first solo Moon Knight.
I'm just thinking, but that's a great cover.
I'm not
But
familiar.
I
with that.
wouldn't say it's top 100 for me.
I'll go get it while we keep going. I'll see if
Yeah, I
y'all
don't think it's good enough for top 100. Sorry. Are you tired there, Matt? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just a little
Yes.
tired at this time.
Okay.
The days are long with me getting up for the kids in the morning.
I mean, it's a great cover. I know the cover. I just don't think it's top 100. Like,
Okay.
so for me, that's in the same league as Submariner 1. I don't know why. It's like same kind of style. For
I
me.
think it was worth bringing up, but if y'all don't like it, it's cool. We can continue on.
I just think there's better. It's a good cover. I just think there's better.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably the best Moon Knight cover, I think, but it's cool.
Oh no, I
No?
I can think of better.
What's a better
Moon Knight
one?
covers.
Well,
The
D-Runk
all
is saying
black
yes
one,
on
though.
Moon Knight. So
I
I
like
guess
Moon
we'll
Knight
put
too.
Moon Knight on the. So what is it?
That's two
Marvel Spotlight?
yeses.
Let's do
There's better Moon Knight covers though. There's
Which
the
one?
all black one where it's like just like
I disagree.
okay. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I
What
just
is
don't
it?
think it's a great
What
one.
is it again?
Marvel Premiere 28.
Marvel Premier
28.
28, and
And
you're getting 2 votes.
It gets 2 votes. So put it on the list with 2 votes.
Bring up your other one. Let's see how good it does. We could look it up and look at it if you want.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying.
It is
I don't wanna
okay.
have
That's
too
what I
much
mean.
Moon Knight. I don't want to have too much Moon Knight on the cover.
I mean,
I
it's a
don't
good
know, Moon
cover.
Knight's
It's a good
okay.
cover. Sometimes you got to risk it, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next?
Hang on, let me get there. Let's see. Next up is GI Combat 32.
That's the Kirby cover.
Why don't I know that cover?
That's the one where he's writing home to mom and he's like, "Oh, it was a fun day at the beach," and he's got like his eye patch. Just the Kirby one. Some people
Oh.
say this is the best Kirby cover ever, and I don't quite agree with that.
I know the cover. It's sort of similar to the Foxhole one.
I think it's Foxhole. It's not GI Combat. Yeah, we fucked that up. Is it Foxhole 35? Is that what's going
Yeah,
on? 'Cause
Foxhole 1 is the actual one I think you're
Foxhole
thinking of.
1. I wonder why we said GI Combat. Foxhole.
Well,
We'll
let's
just
take a look.
yeah, we'll skip off that one because that's not right.
It's on lots of other lists, but I don't really think it's that great.
I don't know where it
personally
came
don't
from,
like
I'm
it.
sorry.
It's a thing.
It's got an atomic bomb going
Is
off
that
in
it?
the background,
Yeah, that's probably
and
why it was on
everybody's running away.
there.
And the
Okay.
cover is done by Dick Dillon and Chuck Cuerda.
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. So that's the GI Combat one?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
It looks just like an average ass combat cover to me.
Okay, so let's skip that one. Let's
Yeah.
give it
All
0
right,
stars.
let's go 0.
Off the list you go.
Giant Size X-Men 1 is next.
I'm a yes on that.
0 for me. No way.
I'm a yes on that too.
Oh, okay.
It's
Ask D since he's in the chat. D, Giant Size X-Men.
Yeah, D's gonna say yes.
So that's 3. Because I don't think Bleak is going to say yes.
It's just not that great of a cover.
It's not bad, dude.
Really not that great. It's, man.
I like it. I like the way they come out.
It's one of the coolest annual covers, I would say, or whatever you want to call it. Oh well, got 3. That's not bad. We'll see.
Okay, so 3. It's on the list.
Yeah.
Green Llama 6.
That's the one with the swastika.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's a
He's
mean.
got the
I
swastika
like
on
that
his
one.
back, and he's just going to launch it into space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
Go ahead.
I'm a yes on that.
I'm a no. I'm a no.
I
What about you,
think
Matt?
Bleak would be a yes because he said Steven's shown his copy on
I can
on
I can
on the
grab my
church, and
copy
he
of
was
it,
like-
but it's a cool book.
It's okay. It's not as cool as Spotlight 5 to me and Model Premiere and a lot of big books, but it's okay.
How about it, D?
I don't think D will say yes for it. How about you, Matt?
I'm a yes.
Okay, so
Okay, cool.
Just put 2 stars for it then.
You didn't give it a star, D or Alan?
I gave it a star.
That's
I don't
3.
think D did though.
He brought up Steppo, so that's 3.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
Steppo's shown it, and Bleeker has said
And
it's a
D
really
just
cool
said
cover.
no. D said no.
Okay, well
So
we'll go.
I will
2.
put 3 for now.
Okay,
Okay.
3's fine.
Bleak can change his mind.
Okay.
Steppo might say he don't like it too, but we'll see.
Next up, I think is going to be a 4 or 5. House of Secrets 92.
Geez, yes. To me,
Yes.
that's one of the best covers of all time.
Yeah,
D-
That's in the top 5 covers of all time for me.
I'm not gonna argue with that. It's so good that in the Bronze Age, Marvel dominates. It's like the only DC book that's considered like a big book. So yeah.
Mhm. Oh, is that a sparkly one?
This is the foil one.
Yeah, I would like to have that. That's neat.
That is neat.
I
Huh.
love this cover.
I got the stupid milestone one or wherever the hell it is. I don't
I
like
love
that.
that it's Louise Simonson.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's what
I think
people
that's
say.
cool. That actually adds an extra element to it.
We'll
I like covers that also tell stories. That tells a
Mhm.
story, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
We'll go 5-star on that. I don't think
I
we need
think
to.
it's going to get 5. I think
That gets 5. Yeah.
unless D is says no.
Okay. Well, he didn't say anything, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
yes.
Next up is Hulk 1.
I'm a yes.
Hulk 1, yes. Sure.
Yes.
It's
We'll
like
go 5.
it's like an iconic, one of those converting covers.
Mhm.
Actually, D says no to whatever. I'm not sure if he's saying
The
no
Hulk
to
one.
this.
Okay.
Hulk 1?
Yeah, he said
I
yes to the other one. No
Actually,
on that.
Hulk 1 isn't that great of a cover.
Did he say no? I think he said no on Swamp Thing and Hulk 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So those are 4s.
Is he saying no
Okay.
to both?
Yeah.
I mean, Hulk 1 is cool. Here's Hulk 1.
Oh, Hulk 1's a yes, so that's 5. I'm sorry, Matt.
Oh, that's 5. But he's saying no on House of Secrets 92.
Yeah,
House
it
of
might
Secrets
be
92 is 1,000 times better.
than this one. Yeah. I mean, this is good though. This is like AF-15
Oh,
level.
this one we could put in the gray area.
It's kind of, in a way, it's not that great of a cover. But it is kind of iconic, and it is cool that he's transforming, and there's so many things that kind of get the nostalgia going when you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
it's the
greater
only.
than it is. You know what I mean? Just because of
Well, I mean, the cover art ain't got nothing to do with what it is, but it is the only monster that turned to a superhero. Like out of all of them.
Wasn't one
Yeah.
of the monsters actually called the Hulk?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually I just picked up his prototype.
Prototype
recently.
Hulk. He looks like a goober brown guy or
It's
something.
kind
Goober brown to gray to green. Mm.
of-
That sounds like cake that's gone too bad. It's gone bad.
So we said I think 5 stars for Hulk, right?
5 for Hulk.
Rob
4
says
for,
he's apologizing. It's yes on House of Secrets after all.
Okay, good.
oh,
Okay,
Just one sec,
that's
guys. I'll
5.
be right back.
yeah, no problem.
What did you say, Amy?
All right, we'll just do a couple more because this is taking a little longer than I thought. I don't want to wear Matt out too bad.
Just
I'm back.
during the week, it's so the kids get up so early for school. I got to get my daughter out of bed by 6:15 because she's one of those crossing guards.
Your daughter's a crossing guard?
Yeah, she's one of the little. They're under supervision, but she's one of those little. I mean, she's gonna be 12.
Okay, that's cool.
She's in grade 6.
Yeah.
I'm doing 8 things at once over here. Poor D.
Okay. So what's next?
The next one is Hulk 340.
Oh, that's the knives.
That's the claws with the Hulk in them.
That's such a great cover. Yeah.
It
For
is.
me, yes.
Yes.
D?
I think it's a little overrated. I'm gonna say no.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm giving you guys some modern ones here. I'm actually saying yes to some modern things.
D Hulk 340.
People act like it's the best. I don't think it's even close to best McFarlane. McFarlane's known for Spider-Man, not fucking Wolverine or Hulk.
But he
if you look at Wolverine,
Yes, on the Hulk Wolverine cover.
You look at Wolverine's face too. He looks like an elderly woman. So what the fuck ever. I think
D was not. Sorry, I think Bleak was not big on this one necessarily. So
okay, so let's go 3 stars on
we'll
it.
go with 3 on this. And next up is Hulk Annual 1.
Hulk Annual 1. That's the one where that's the Stranko cover where it's Mary Severin's face, but redid the face. And it's like Hulk is kind of bent over and he's got the trade dress kind of being weighed down on him.
I'm more of a Tales of Suspense 41 fan, but I will submit to this because there's so many people that swear this is a great cover. So I'll say yes.
I'm going to say no.
Nope.
I actually was the one that put it on the list, and I'm going to say no because I feel like we're bringing in some books that actually I'm not so sure about. So, D says yes, though. That's so funny.
So that's
this was a book that I put on the list.
And I don't know about Bleak on that one. I don't know him well enough.
I think we'll put 2 stars on it, Matt.
Yeah, we'll get 2.
Next up is Human Torch 13.
And I think that's Golden Age.
Yeah. The next 2 are Golden Age ones. I think 13 and 19 were Steppo's picks.
Yeah, if it's so, some of those I would say kind of they start looking the same after a while. There's some really good ones though.
No, but one of them isn't one of them the Holocaust cover.
Yes, that's Captain America's 46.
Shit.
So to me, this one is a no. I think I know this cover. It's not bad. It's just not great. Can you make it bigger somehow there?
I'm gonna say no only because I want to see the other one and pick one of the 2.
Yeah, it's not a bad cover. You can see there's a girl. She's in bondage. She's over a tank of like something.
Yeah, I'm a no.
I mean, it's a cool cover,
Yeah,
but
I think I'm a no on that one.
I'd say no too. So you can put 0 stars for that. I don't think.
I don't think D or Bleak are going to go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's better ones, is my point. They're kind of all similar, those war ones. Those
Yeah,
war
D
propaganda
is
ones.
confirmed no for him also.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the next one, Matt?
The next one is Human Torch 19.
Human Torch 19.
Yeah, we only saw the 13.
13's great, but it's just
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a no on that one too.
Yeah, I'm actually a yes.
I'm actually a yes on this one. There's so many cool things on this book.
Yeah.
So Torch is actually burning through the guy's arm. This is like really crazy, over the top.
It's a lot of blood for what he's doing.
It's a pretty crazy over top cover for me. So I actually really like that one.
Oh,
hey, Steve's here.
Surprise.
Yeah, I'm not much of a fan.
That's Alex Schomburg. So yeah, I'm gonna say yes for that one.
As will I.
So that's 2 yeses.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it at 2.
It is a cool cover. If you guys see it in person, it's a really cool book.
That's the problem, is every Timely's cool, you know. The blood is a little dramatic too. It's like very cartoony. Look at that blood. That's ridiculous.
Well, it's like he's like literally like melted through the guy's arm. It's just so insane.
It's like a bucket of blood, though. His whole body's worth of blood. Whatever.
Actually, there might be flame coming off.
I think it's flame coming out. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's flame actually. But yeah, it's a cool one.
Okay. It's got some simple ass shit in it too. You look hard enough, but whatever. Oh, we got Bleeker.
Has like a whole bunch of little details that you have to sort of kind of.
Hey, Bleak.
If we can get, we got Bleeker too. We got the whole gang.
Too bad Matt's got to get up early. We'll do a couple more. You know, I don't want to wear Matt out.
All right. Well, next up is Immortal Hulk 2.
Now I like this one.
Yeah, I'm a yes.
Immortal Hulk 2.
You're not familiar?
Show it to me.
It's pretty recent.
Yeah.
It was the rage.
I think it's one of the ones that D was showing.
No, it's the one I brought up.
That one.
What?
I brought it up.
I did not show that one. That's a good Alex Ross cover.
Oh, that one. I have that. That's actually the first appearance of whatever, some dude, Phosphorus or something like that.
It's the first shit. You
Dr.
just made me.
Phosphorus or...
No, I don't. Maybe no. It's the first appearance of the Green Door or some shit, right?
Yeah, I have it.
What do y'all think, though? Anybody? Me and D said
I'm
yes.
not gonna put it on the list. No way.
No way, huh? It's just
yes. It's actually pretty cool.
It's the only reason I brought it up is because we was trying to think of some good Alex Ross covers. First, Dr. Fry.
That's one that it looks a lot better in person.
See, I got the Doctor and Fra. You know, I said Phosphorus.
Mm-hmm. He was close.
What about you, Bleak?
I mean, this is
Bleak
top
is running from the top.
I always feel like I need to re-emphasize that.
I know. I feel like this is a lot more well known by common collectors than some of the shit we got on there for sure.
Right.
I think books like that are important to this list, though. It can't all just be the best Golden Age covers. Like, that doesn't represent comic collecting.
No, it has to be the best Golden Age covers.
Oh.
We put a bunch of moderns on there, like Hulk 340s there, and ASM 300 are there. You know.
Well, now Immortal Hulk 2 is. We got 2 votes.
3 votes.
3 votes.
Okay.
Oh, Bleeker said he can't hear anything.
Sorry, Bleak. If Bleak wants to vote on it later.
Okay, next up is JLA Avengers 4.
Yeah, I'm a yes.
D made it just in
No.
time.
I know the book, but no.
It's right
Alan, you're
here.
breaking my heart.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, yes. I like that.
You guys are really putting the pressure on a Superman fan, ain't you?
What say you, Biggie?
Shit, man. Chihuahua. I'll say motherfucker. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Whatever. Three stars.
Yeah, 3 stars, baby.
Next
wow.
up, Joker Harley Quinn Uncovered #1.
Yes.
I need to see that one.
That's the Alex Ross, ain't it?
Is it?
Is it the Alex Ross?
Yeah, I think so.
I want to see it because if it's Alex Ross, I'm a yes. But let's just
Bro.
make sure we have the right book.
I know, Melody.
I just want
Fuck,
to
I
make sure it's
thought
the right
about
book.
doing it.
If it's the
Yeah, I'm a yes.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
yes. I'll put 4 for
I like
now
that
because
cover.
I don't know where Bleak's going to be on that one. Journey into Mystery
Okay, so 4 for that.
83. Should I just put
okay.
5 now?
Which one?
Journey into Mystery 83.
Yeah, Journey into Mystery 83.
It's up to D because I think everybody else would be a yes.
That's just the first appearance of Thor, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm a no on that. I'm kidding.
We got 5 on Journey.
Yeah, no, I love that fucking cover.
Next up, Justice League 1.
Definitely, it's such a iconic cover. Yeah.
Justice League 1 or Brave and the Bold? Like,
What one?
Justice League 1's
Justice
the
League
one
1
where
is
they're
a
playing
crappy
chess.
Yeah, they're playing
Ooh.
chess.
They're playing
Yeah, I wanna
chess.
see-
Yeah, it's not a great cover.
You know
I'm a
what?
no.
It's an
guys
iconic book,
want-
but is it an iconic cover? No.
Yeah, I'm a no.
I'm no
It's
for that.
definitely no JLA Avengers 4, I tell you that much.
Yeah.
It's actually probably a little better. I'm just being a good friend right now.
So did
Next
you say
up-
yeah?
Well, I'm saying no,
Or
and
did
I don't
you-
think Bleak's going to say no. I'm saying no,
Oh,
0.
okay.
Yeah, Bleak's gone again. He's not even
Okay, so that's
backstage.
4. All no 0 then.
Yeah, 0.
Okay, so
Okay.
that is out. Human Torch is out. GI Combat is out. I'm just
We're making some moves. We're almost to 100. That's
Lois
cool.
Lane 70. I'm in.
Oh, I love that cover.
That is just iconic. It's great. I
Oh
love it.
man, you guys suck.
I need to see it.
It's the first Catwoman.
It's a Silver Age Catwoman.
Yeah.
This is such a great book. One second.
Why is it so
the-
great? What makes it so great?
It's the first Silver Age Catwoman, and she's in a cat fight with Lois Lane while
And
Superman has been turned into a
Is
cat.
turned into a cat.
Well,
just
that's the
such a
best
great
part of
cover.
it. It's called
Also, the Penguin.
it's the first Super Pussy is the best part of it,
Yeah,
And Go-Go
and
Checks.
it's go checks.
and it's no checks for me.
Hey, this might surprise you guys, but I'm a hard no on this one.
Yeah, I'm a no.
I'm actually a yes on this one. I just think
And
it's so
so am
fun. I actually
Well,
love
we're-
that cover.
Big no.
Marvel Premier 28.
We already did that. We just
No,
did
we
that.
didn't really score it because we hadn't talked about
Oh,
and
well, me and D were the only yeses on it, so it was a 2.
okay. Miss
Oh,
Fury
okay.
1.
2 for that one.
Miss Fury won, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Miss
here we
Fury
go.
1 is awesome.
You know, we're
Yes.
talking about 100 comics here, Alan. I don't know how it can make the list, man.
Miss Fury 1.
Yeah, that's right. It's 100 comics. How can we fit this one into our top 100? That's what you were
Such a
saying
great
about.
book.
I'm just saying, like,
Let's go no for D on that one.
what do you think,
It's such a
Matt?
great book. It's just
I'm not even gonna say
she-
nothing.
I
I'm
love
on
just the way the
the fence. I
girl has
wanna-
like long legs and just it's.
I know that Alan really
You want me
likes
to
this
pull it
book.
out? I can
know
show
that
it.
Steven really likes this book.
Leave it in your pants, Alan.
I'm trying to Google it, but if you could pull it out, that'd be great. I'm just saying what he says because I think it sounds funny. Because it's just like, okay, Miss Fury. No, oh yeah, that's fucking garbage. No, hell no. You think this is good art?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just so one of the hardest things to do is to take a black suit and give it that texture.
Well, they made it the
Alan,
texture of a rubber band.
Alan, I got to ask you a real question, man. Like, if you're curating a list, not for yourself, but for like the definitive list, you really think that should be number on the list?
On the list, yeah. It's just, to me, it's this. I don't know. I just really love this cover.
Yeah, no, I mean, like that. One that's a no, and I think that should disqualify all your previous votes.
She looks like a literal like piece of rubber band or something. There's no curvature to her body. I'm a little disappointed that you think that's a good representation.
I really like this cover. But yeah, okay. If you guys
No,
think
you're
it's
good.
no, then that's no. But
what do you think,
that's
Matt?
fine.
I'm on a no.
All right. Yeah.
I'm sure that the
just
interior
put 1
artist.
star.
Okay, I put 1.
Yeah, even the later ones are
The-
better.
the
Like this
interior
one's
would be all Tarpey Mills.
this one's a little better, you know, like not a million times better, but a little better. The later ones are a little better. But okay.
It's acquired taste, maybe.
Number 7 I like so far.
Okay, next up is More Fun 54.
Yes.
Yes, that's the Bernard Bailey cover with the
Spectre.
Can I see it?
That's great. Yeah, here, I'll show you.
It's like him. It's the Spectre, and he's towering over.
Yeah. I'm a yes.
So
For the
that's
same reason, for the same reason that I said yes on the first Vision cover.
It actually has first Vision cover kind of vibes to it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I don't think I could say yeah. No, I'm a yes.
I'm a yes on that too.
Okay, so am I. So we got 4, as I don't know if Bleak would go for it. So Mr. Mystery 12 is next.
All right,
Mystery 12. I can show that as well.
Cool. Oh, you're quick on that one. Good job, Alan.
Like the poker to the eye. It's a crazy cover.
Oh, yes, definitely yes.
I'm gonna run a no on that one.
I don't know quite how many pre-codes we got, but that ain't bad. Like I'll say it. I'll say yes. Fuck it. I like it on the top 100.
I said no. It is a cool cover. I do like it a lot. I'm not putting it in my top 100.
So I'm going to be a yes on it just because it is such a crazy cover.
And this is one I think Bleak would be yes on because it's horror type, and he's. So I'll give it a 4 for now. We can change that.
I'm not going to pick my nose, CJ.
Hey, but I mean that you answering that question does kind of prove that we're live, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would say so.
You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friends' noses.
Matt,
to prove
that we're live, I need you to do a backflip.
Oh, I can't do a backflip.
You know, hey, tell you what, just turn off your camera because I know it's kind of embarrassing to do it on camera. Just turn off your camera and do it real quick, and then come right back.
I picked this one, Comic Journey. I picked this one.
Backflip.
I picked this one.
Oh, hold on.
Matt just did the backflip.
There you go, backflip.
Oh wait, Matt's loading for me.
I'm so fast. Watch, I'm running around the world. Want to see it again?
Okay.
I did it again.
Matt, bring me some beer.
What? Would you like to see my
so what's
Smurf?
next, Matt?
Not frozen. Okay. Next up, we have Nemora 1.
I didn't see that.
Oh, we're getting to some of these Allen books. Yeah.
Oh, I have it. Let me see if I can pull it out.
The revenge is
Namora one
tastes
is like she's
sweet.
coming out of the water, and it's a cool cover.
Yeah, I'm trying to
You
go.
guys can get rid of
You
some
got to
of the
be
books, you
careful with
guys-
how you say "pull it out."
Namora #1
It's going to be
comic,
used
I
against
gotta
you
even
someday.
find it. Where the heck is it?
Golden Age. I'm still not getting much.
It's actually-
Namora.
Where's no? I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere.
Yeah, I can't expect you to
Namora.
have all of them.
Okay,
right.
Biggie, now grab D's ass. That's Comic Journey. That's physically
Hey.
impossible.
Oh, it's here right here.
No.
This is it.
It is not
I
impossible.
don't-
I'm in the room next to
I-
Biggie, but we're still not doing it.
I don't have it handy. I can't. It's there. It's in the boxes, but I don't
What's
have
right
it.
here, Alan? I got it for you.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go hit that one with a no.
I'm gonna say no because there's better.
I actually.
I don't
Say
think
that
it would, I don't think it matters that much if you had a
I can
physical
agree, I
one.
guess.
The Sea Beauty Namora #1.
So,
I mean,
I'm gonna say no then. I'll actually agree. I'll actually agree with you guys.
okay,
I really
cool.
like that cover, but you're right. This is top 100 list.
Cool.
Next up, New Mutants 98.
I'm a yes.
No, I'm a no.
I'm a no.
No.
If you're gonna go Hulk 340, you should go New Mutants 98.
That is crap.
Oh, hold on, Alan. I don't like hearing
Yeah.
you say that. I think it's a cool cover. I don't think it's the top 100 cover. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
It definitely
Actually,
makes
it
more
is a cool
sense.
cover. I give you that. I actually like the it's almost yin and yangish, but no, it's not definitely not even a top 1,000 cover.
Well, for a guy like me, this is like my favorite modern superhero, so it's a pretty big deal. But if y'all don't
Hey,
like
Biggie. I'm a yes now.
it, yeah, I mean it's fucking good. It's
Oh,
Layfield and
2 yeses
McFarlane
for that.
touch up.
2 yeses.
No, but-
Okay.
I changed my vote because I think it's an okay cover, but I also am slightly skewed by the importance of the book. So
It's pretty good.
if it was not the first
Yeah, I think
Deadpool, it
that-
would be a no.
Does play.
I mean, look at it this way: ASM 300.
So I do think iconic covers should be part of it. So I can understand that.
Besides ASM 300, is not New Mutants 98 the
By
best
the way,
cover book?
ASM 300 is actually not the first Venom.
No, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
but-
like, if you think of Copper Keys, New Mutant 98's right behind ASM 300. But I digress. We can
Yeah.
continue.
Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. 4. I'm a
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
I don't
Yes.
think D likes this one.
I think
Which
Bleak
one?
would be a yes on this one.
The black and white,
Leaker
Shield.
would be yes on it.
the Nick Fury. Yeah,
I'm
Bleaker's
a
yes.
no on. I'm a no on that one.
That's a
I think
4.
Bleaker liked that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody liked it, but D.
4. Next up is Pep 34.
Okay.
Pep 34.
Pep 34 is a really cool cover. It's the Nazi vampire-y thing.
Oh,
with
this
the
is a
girl in
Doc
bondage.
book. Yeah, Doc picked this one out.
That's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, D's a no on that one.
I'm gonna have to say no. I don't even
So-
think that's a top 100 fucking Archie book.
I'd be a yes.
Oh, cool.
That's 2 yeses.
Yeah, we'll go 2.
Next up is Perfect Crime 25.
Yeah, just be 2 on it.
I'm a no on Perfect Crime.
I'm not familiar.
Perfect Crime 23, you mean?
I've got it written as 25, but okay, I'll
Perfect
take your
Crime
word for it.
23. And I have it right here.
Oh yeah, it's the
Mhm.
one with the hand. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was a no last time. I think I'm a no this time too.
I'd say yes for this one for me.
I will say yes too. I think that
It's just me that I think said yes to it.
there's a lot of horror.
I just
There's
love
a
the way
lot
the
of
shadow, the guy's shadow goes across the trade dress.
Now that I look at it again, I kind of like it.
There's a lot of detail that it might not
There's
look
a-
like it, but there's
there's a lot of
and look at
psychological
the way the mirror
horror.
looks. Look at the way just all the detail in the mirror.
Yeah,
It's actually a very impressive cover.
It is very cool. It's just not recognizable enough for me.
So yeah. Oh, it's well known within Golden Age collectors.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so that's 2 stars for that one.
Okay, next up we have Phantom Lady 17. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, I need to see it before I run it.
Okay.
You want me to grab it?
I think Bleak would say yes on this.
Yeah, I think this should be a 5-star, but
Alan, I could make an entire soundboard from you out of this episode. You want me to whip it out? You want me to grab it? You want me to pull it out?
Yeah, I'm grabbing
That's it,
it
D.
and pulling it out, and
No, I don't care about that book.
that's my boy.
I really like it.
I'm an absolute yes, by the way, Alan. I'm sorry.
Romantic Adventures 50.
So 4 on that one.
Yeah.
That's what I
Romantic
wrote.
Adventures 50.
No,
Yes.
I
I'll
have
look
that
it up.
cover
before
ingrained in my brain, and I'm a hard no.
I don't know what it looks like, so I'm gonna look before I jump
It's like
the gun.
the woman in jaundice kind of colors, and she's
Oh, it is that
it's,
one.
I love a woman in jaundice. That
she's like looks
makes
like
me hard
insane.
every time.
I saw it pop up, and I thought that can't be it. And then he started saying that. I'm like, what?
Simpsons colors.
Yes. I'm a
You're a
yes.
fucking yes on this one?
I love it. It's awesome.
Oh,
God, dude, top
I'm a yes on this one
100
too.
covers.
bro.
This is why
Listen.
this list is broken, y'all. God.
Okay.
I think
This
it's just so cool. Like, I mean, it captures insanity.
Yes.
And it's done in
And alcoholism.
yellow,
This list captures fucking insanity. Jesus.
which is like, yeah,
Two
no, it really
stars.
captures it. I think it's just awesome.
2
She
stars.
looks like she needs a liver transplant.
Hey, as soon as Trump buys your country, you guys are gonna have to bow down.
I'll be in the streets with my hockey stick.
All right.
All right. We've got Savage Tales 1 is next.
Okay.
I think this is another joke, honestly. Like, Bleeker loves this book, and I'm just not the biggest fan.
Oh, I know Bleeker likes this one, so
He
that's
loves
one.
that book. So I know Bleak. at
Alan,
least. I'm gonna say no, but I really like the cover too.
Yeah, but
and
no.
I'm gonna say no only because they're better covers. I love this book.
I like a lot more Conan books than this one. So, I mean, the face looks stupid to me.
Yeah, I can think of better Conan covers, so that's why. It's a great cover though. It's a decapitation cover. It's pretty cool.
I
But
would
it's
go
not a
with like
comic. It's a magazine.
that's
My problem
true.
is
It's a
that it
fucking
looks like-
magazine too. Like we gotta disqualify this because we'd have to add other magazines. We just gotta disqualify it.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just disqualify it in the magazine.
We got to.
Oh.
It's not a comic book. It shouldn't be on the list.
All right. Well, I'll put out and we'll magazine.
Why in the we can't make like personal opinions affect one fucking magazine? No, fuck that. It's just not on the list.
Next one is Secret Wars 8.
Yeah, I agree with
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I guess I'll say
Yes.
yes.
You guess you'll say yes. You don't have to.
Well, I mean, will Bleak say yes or no? You think?
Oh, I
can
think
come
he
back
said
to it.
yes to that. Yeah, he said yes.
Okay. This one I'm
Yeah, Bleeker
definitely
would say
saying
yes to
yes.
that too.
Sensation Comics 1. I say yes.
Yes. See, that's a
Yes.
book that should make the list.
I need to see it.
Okay, we'll show it to you.
You
need
can see how Wonder Woman
Sensation
dressed.
1?
Oh,
Some
yeah.
people-
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a yes. I apologize.
No, you're all right.
I'll put 4 because I'm not sure what
It's
Bleak.
good. It's an upskirt one.
It is.
Exactly. Oh, watch your dress. All right. Seven Seas 4.
Oh, this is gonna be
Yes.
interesting.
I love that cover.
No.
Why do
No.
people think this is such a big book?
It's just her hair's like living in the water. It's just awesome.
All right, this is
It's
the
a
book they're
shark
talking
cover.
about.
It's like underwater cover. It's so many cool things going on. Good girl art
Yeah, let me
cover.
get. Can you put me down for 2 no's?
I say yes for this one.
Yeah, give
It's my
Alan
favorite of the
1
seven
yes,
seas.
and I'll take 2 no.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna.
I'll take yes.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Just because Doc does not like girl covers either, and he says this is a top 5 girl cover, I will say yes.
Okay,
So
cool.
Wow.
3.
Hey, Man Cave is my fucking OG, dude.
You
Okay,
got
so
to
that's
stay
cool.
loyal. You can't.
It's not that bad of a cover. It's a lot better than fucking Miss Fury 1.
Yeah, it's better than Miss Fury 1. I'll give you that.
And to follow with that is 7 Seas 6.
I'm a
No.
no.
No. I'm only
That was
saying
the
no
only
because
one.
I wanted 4 on the list.
That was the only one from the
No.
run. I feel like should have made it.
Okay, I'll take it off.
Steven wanted 6 on the list.
Steven
I don't think
wanted
it's
6.
as good.
Well, the last one was number 4, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to say no to
Yeah.
then.
So let's just keep number 4 and get rid of number 6.
Yeah. All right, last book.
Shield 4.
Well, we did that one just a minute ago. Just skip past it because we gave that like 4.
Yeah, we just did.
No, that's the Nick Fury
Shield.
one. Isn't this Shield the guy from the? This is the one from
What's
the Golden Age. The Shield 4.
Oh, I'll try it.
Not Nick Fury. This one is Shield. The Shield 4.
Okay. I'm not familiar, but I'm looking. Shield Wizard. Number 4. Is this what we're talking about?
Yes.
no? It should be just Shield.
Yes.
I
Shield.
all I can find is Shield Wizard
I'm
right
trying to
now.
remember what the cover looks like.
That was one of Doc's. You said Doc recommended.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Doc. I'm not going for that one. I'm looking at more Shield Wizards, and there's better ones.
I'm out.
So it's called Shield Wizard, or is it Shield 4?
It's Shield Wizard, I believe.
That's a pretty cool cover, but no.
It's not bad. It's not bad, but yeah, we're done.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the monstery thing.
We got rid of at least 10 or 12 books, so that was good, guys.
So that's it for tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I don't want to overwhelm
Yeah, we narrowed
everybody.
it down, I think.
We got hour and a half online, so that was a pretty long stream. Well, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Alan. No disrespect to anybody's books. Nobody's
This
butt
is a
hurt.
debate. This is a debate. If you can't, we threw out books and we knew books were going to get eliminated. It's that simple.
Some books got 2 stars when you felt like they should have got 4 or 5. Some books
Eliminate
got
more
4
modern,
stars.
it will be fine.
Do we need more modern? Is that what you're saying? Oh, no more modern. Oh, gotcha.
No, I'm
We'll
just
see.
joking. I was joking. I was saying we should eliminate more and get more golden age there.
We need more Silver Age, not more Golden Age. All right. Well, we're out of here. Thank you, guys. Hope you
That's
enjoyed.
true. Actually, I don't think there's much Silver Age on the list, but
We need more Silver Age. Yeah, a lot more.
I-
Maybe bronze. That's why I brought up that Moon Knight book and Ghost Spotlight 5, but it's cool. We'll figure it out. Once we get through them all and we debate, we'll figure it out. It'll be good. All right, guys. Thank you so much.